Hey there guys, Cocatron here, and welcome back to another Top 10, where today I'll be going over my top 10 favorite Fire Skylanders. Now, the Fire element is actually my second favorite element, right behind Undead, so this one was really hard to put into an order. I think 90% of the Fire Skylanders are pretty good. Like, I'm not the hugest fan of Trailblazer. I mean, his design's really cool, but other than that, I can't really think of a Skylander who I dislike out of the Fire element. So, I suppose, let's get into it. And actually, before I do that, this list changes constantly. Out of all of the lists that I've done before, it's going to be the Fire and the Undead list that are going to constantly change. But for the most part, the top, 7 characters are going to, no matter what, be on this list. But just know if a Skylander that you really like isn't that high up, at some point it will change. Now, number 10, just barely making this list, is going to be my boy, Frino. Now, Frino is really good Swap Force core. Both the Swap Force cores are really good, the fire ones. I really like Frino. His design's really cool. I think he's got a really cool concept. It's kind of like what's his face, wind up. Like, they got a similar concept or gameplay style where you've got to do maximum damage, you've got to keep him charged up. But he's just super powerful. He's got really good health. He's really fast. What you can do though is you've got the punches, obviously. Then you've also got the rush move to rush into enemies with your motorcycle. And then the power-up move, if you hold Z, it powers him up, and then if you hold A, it releases all of that rage, I suppose, in a really big, really rapid punches, which do a lot of damage really quickly, but he's really good. Number 9 is actually going to be the first Fire Sensei, Ember. Ember is here because she's this high up, far down, however you want to say it. Just because I can't 100% get the hang of her. Her design, I think she's got a pretty good design. Her gameplay is really fun. It's just she's one of those senseis besides Tri-Tip and Chaos that I just can't really get the hang of 100%. She's really good. It's just that she dies really quickly. Even with the invincibility, I just can't 100% figure it out. But she got really fast, really good, really powerful moves, especially this one. If you get into a sensei area, that does over 1,000. Doesn't take too long to charge up, and you can still move while doing it. So overall, Ember's just a really powerhouse, but she's definitely what I would call a glass cannon. Let me change something here quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I still got 10. Alright, 8 is going to be what some people might debate to be higher on this list. It's going to be Smolder Dash. Smolder Dash is Whiplash. Alright. Okay. But Smolder Dash is here because her gameplay is really, really good. The only reason she isn't higher is her design is definitely kind of lackluster, but her gameplay, let me out of it, is really, really good. I really like the charge move. You can suck them up, do a lot of damage. You can dash around. She's really fast, really powerful, got a lot of range. She does kind of like Frino. You got to keep her in her solar charge mode to do maximum damage. But for the most part, she's still usable outside of it, so my favorite thing is just this. It's just a heck of a lot of fun. Even in Imaginator, she's still pretty overpowered. Alright. This is another one that a lot of people think should be higher, but I gotta give number 7, 10, 8, 9, yeah, number 7 to Flameslinger. Now, I know this is Judas's favorite Skylander. I have actually played quite a bit as Flameslinger. Ow, please. But again, he's kind of a glass cannon because he can do quite a bit of damage, but he can't take a whole lot of damage. He's also really fast. If you go in a circle, that's my favorite move right there, is that you can go in a circle to do that. But Flameslinger, overall, really, really fast, really powerful, really fast gameplay. It's just, compared to some of the other characters on this list, the other characters just really have sentimental value, which is, and I only got Flameslinger recently, so that's kind of why others are higher. Now, number 6 is actually going to be Lava Lance Raptor. Now, regular Raptor isn't on this list. I still think that he's really good. He would probably rank 11th regular Raptor, but like Lava Lance is just so much better. You can do a lot more damage. Like, he may be close range, but you can still do a lot more damage. Like, you can like rush around like this. So he's got speed, unlike regular Raptor. You can set up a bunch of these things. You can charge up this for a mega attack. Like, kaboom! Overall, his design's also a lot better. I really like his concept and stuff like that. But overall, I just a really big fan of him. I actually want to check something here quick. I just had to make sure other people weren't nicknamed something that I wasn't supposed to. Alright, number 5 is actually going to be the second sensei on this list. Flare Wolf. Flare Wolf's design is amazing. I really like his design. His gameplay is even better. The only problem is that you can't move while you're shooting his bazooka, which is his best move. But his dashing around more than makes up for that. I especially like the loop-de-loop move. I thought that was really cool, like have your attacks hit twice. And then his Sky Chi is also really good. You can't really move, but it dishes out so much damage, and besides you're invincible while in here anyways, so like that's not a huge problem. The flamethrower is really good close range damage. You can do this to dash into enemies or out of them. Overall, like you can also do this. I accidentally do that sometimes, it's just that you have to time it carefully. I also really like this move, like kaboom. And then it does that. Such a fun and unique move, I think. You are not moving while you're using it for a few seconds, but it's more than worth it. Alright, number 4 is actually going to be Hothead. Hothead is a giant, which automatically means that he's probably going to be top 5, like most other giants. I love his design. His gameplay is pretty unique too, because you can throw like the coal or tar on the floor, light it on fire to create a little brigade, throw it on enemies to light them on fire. What I really like to do is, like, I really like the lava rain thing. It does really good damage everywhere, and then you could spin around, put them in coal. I actually don't use the coal move, the tar move a whole lot, especially like this, when I do that, because, let me get rid of this fire spell. Thank you. Because I'm on the bottom path, so if I hold it, I can do a Mega Slam, which in other games, especially his own game, does ridiculous damage. Like, even then, it still does like 120, which is really good. He's also, like, you've also got your motorcycle, if I can do it. Yeah, the motorcycle, it actually does some pretty good damage and knocks enemies back. So, Hothead, just really good. Amazing Skylander. Alright, so number 3 is going to be Igniter. Now, these next 3 were all on my top 10 favorite Skylanders, and I think Igniter might have actually beat the second person, but because of recent events, that's the wrong move, that second person went up. And so, Igniter is a really fun and really good character to play as. Like, you've got your Mega Slam, that's my favorite move, is like, you can move, you can charge this up a bunch and still move at the same speed. Like, you don't slow down or anything. And then like you got your basic sword slash, but you also got some combos which are nice. And then the fire spirit, as you saw at the beginning, like boom, and then you just dance around a little bit. I'm surprised I'm still alive. Scratch that. I shouldn't move my mouth. And overall, he's just got a really cool design. I really like his character. Really good. Now, number 2 is Wildfire. More specifically, Dark Wildfire. If you saw the Team Tron like episode whatnot, I think it's 17, you would know why. And if you've ever played as him in general, like he's really, really good. Like you got your shield bash that you saw me using. Then the chains pull enemies towards you, and then which may seem kind of redundant, but also stuns them for a short period of time, which means you can have enough time to shield bash them. You can also do this to keep enemies away. If you tap it again, you go into this, like you just rock around doing this, causing chaos. Really, really good. Then his third move, you throw some fire. The fire isn't really that good. I don't really use that a whole lot, but he's also got some combos which are really nice. Like his combos are just really good. And overall, I really like his character. His weapon is really unique, because other characters may use shields like Flip Wreck, Chop Chop, and Chill, but Wildfire uses only a shield, and Wildfire also has a really, really cool design and stuff like that. Alright, now we get to our number 1 character, who actually placed number 5 on my top 10 favorite Skylanders list. And that is actually going to be the last sensei, Taikwon Crow. Taikwon Crow is amazing. He's an absolute powerhouse. He's got an awesome design, awesome personality. I also really like his character in Trap Team, but his gameplay is ridiculous. I'm just throwing shurikens with no buffs or anything. Like, he's max upgraded, but I'm just throwing the shurikens. You throw 3 of them at a time, then they also bounce around. Like, boom, boom. Really, really good. Like I said, he's a glass can with only 600 health, but he more than makes up with it. You can also firewall so people can damage through it. You can only have one going at the same time, but if you throw your shurikens through the firewall, it actually does like twice the amount of damage. That you could summon the little bird, light them on fire. His Sky Chi's really good, but like as you just saw, he's definitely a glass cannon. So that is going to be it for today's top 10 ranking. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.